Hello, Katrina Bullock for the Finance News Network, and joining me today is Immutep's CEO, Marc Voigt. Marc, welcome back to the network.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Marc, Immutep is of course a leader in the development of the LAG3 protein, which is designed to treat cancer and autoimmune disease. Could you tell us a bit more about that?
Sure, and actually I wouldn't consider us as a leader, but the leader in the field, because you wouldn't find any other company, including big pharmaceutical companies, having that many different LAG3 related products like we have. And actually our CSO, Professor Frédéric Triebel, discovered LAG3 back in the early 90s. So we have two product candidates in immuno-oncology and two product candidates in autoimmune diseases. So it's a round portfolio, good in terms of risk diversification and many, many catalysts.
Now, Marc, I understand that Immutep's reaching a significant milestone. Could you talk us through that?
Absolutely right. For our lead product candidate, eftilagimod alpha, or EFTI, we expect very significant data by end of this month in a large clinical trial called APEC. It's a trial in metastatic breast cancer, hormone receptor positive, HER2 negative patients, where we combine eftilagimod together with standard of care chemotherapy, paclitaxel versus paclitaxel plus placebo. So it's a high quality clinical trial design which should deliver objective results, and this in terms of progression-free survival, so the time until the tumor grows again, which unfortunately happens, and also overall response rate, so tumor shrinkage. This is very decisive for the company. We are very confident in terms of the data and has a transformative character if positive.
Now, Marc, Immutep's released some positive data for its lead product candidate, EFTI. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, indeed we did that in mid of last October for a trial called TACTI-mel, combination of anti-PD-1, Keytruda, multi-billion-dollar blockbuster drug, plus eftilagimod. Very nice results in terms of activity as well as in terms of safety, which is important for the patients, of course. And then more recently, mid of February at the German Cancer Congress, we have been publishing data for a trial called TACTI-002, which we do together with Merck, or MSD, in non-small cell lung cancer and head and neck cancer. Very nice results with an overall response rate of 47% in non-small cell lung cancer. So roundabout as good as the existing standard of care, with very good safety and better better than Keytruda monotherapy, so almost doubled the response rate there. For PD-L1 expression all-comer clinical trial. It's a biomarker. I don't go into detail here, but it's a prognostic the way Keytruda works.
So, Marc, if the results for the APAC trial do come back positive, what will that mean for Immutep?
It's really transformative. So, such a big clinical trial for a company of our size, 226 patients, double-blind, one-to-one randomized, so really objective, high-quality clinical trial design, would deliver a good answer to the question how effective eftilagimod is in that setting. And if that answer is positive, and of course we hope for that and we are confident, as our data in the past was consistently good and convincing, I believe, then it would transform the company to a way higher level, I hope in terms of share price, at least in terms of recognition by the pharmaceutical industry, and of course it would have a major benefit, and this we shouldn't mention last, major benefit for the patients in that setting. It is actually not only a close to market opportunity, so we may get conditional marketing authorization in Europe, and we just took action to discuss with the FDA, but also it would be the spearhead indication, metastatic breast cancer, of many other indications to come, many other combinations to come, as we have then a landmark event with this clinical trial being positive.
Now, last question, Marc. Beyond the immediate implications of EFTI and its effect on metastatic breast cancer, what's ahead for the second half?
Also in the second half we have a lot of data points, also in the remaining of the first half of this year, to be honest. So it's a conference called ESCO coming up. That's a usual stop to report some data. There are other conferences beforehand. There will be conferences thereafter. So, for instance, ESMO, SITC, so big major medical conferences. Of course, our partners, Novartis and GSK, are working with the product candidates we have been licensing to them. GSK publicly announced that they expect clinical proof of concept for the drug we licensed to them second half of this year. Of course, we hope for news from Novartis as well as overall news in terms of LAG3. So there is a lot to come.
Marc, thank you so much for joining us in the studio today, and good luck with the second half.
Thank you so much.